Good afternoon. Allow me to introduce myself to those who don't know me. My name is Ken Cobley, or Kenny, as Ed always called me. I have known Ed Byers since 1980, when I was a high school kid who had just got his driver's license and needed gas money. Getting hired into the company is a classic Ed Byers story. It was just as he was starting production of the Byers 812 and the shop was humming. There were at least 5 or 6 full-time employees working there. My dad had suggested that I apply there, so I walked in and told Ed I was looking for a job. Ed brushed me off and said he wasn't hiring, but to leave my name and number and he would call me if something became available. I told him my name, and he stopped me right there and asked if I was related to Dick Cobley. When I told him that Dick was my father, he said, "Hell, if you're half as smart as your old man, you'll be worth twice what I'm paying you. Can you start Saturday?" And that was how I was introduced to the world of Ed Byers, telescope mounts, and astrophotography. For a 16-year-old kid, it was a dream job. I was making good money, working all the hours I wanted to, learning machinist skills, and it was just plain fun building things, even though it was a stressful time for Byers Company. I left Byers Company a few years later to start an Atari service center, and later closed that to go to work for Lockheed. During that time, I remained friends with Ed Byers and was frequently at the shop. I designed and built most electronics for his mounts, in addition to custom controls for various specialized machines. In 1990, Ed said he wanted to retire and offered to sell the business to me. Lockheed was on the brink of bankruptcy at the time, so I came back to Barstow to start my own electronic engineering business with the goal of buying out Byers Company. We all know that never happened. Ed wasn't ready to sell, and I really can't blame him for not wanting to let go of his baby. Fast forward another 30 years. When Ed got sick last year, he made me the same offer as before. This time, he and I were able to make a deal, and the new Edward R. Byers Company was born. There is an incredible amount of work being done transitioning to the new facility, but this is something my partners and myself have been talking and thinking about for a long time. My only regret is that my father is not here to see this day finally come. During the next year, the new Edward R. Byers Company will be getting up to speed on the production of the worms and gears and sorting out the details on the design of the various Byers mount. We will continue the Byers tradition of uncompromising quality while developing and building a new Series 1 mount, ideal for the serious amateur astrophotographer. We expect to begin taking orders in 2021 after the prototypes have been thoroughly tested and independently reviewed. Please subscribe or check back regularly to see updates as we progress in this new and exciting venture. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to meeting you.